Hey guys, Rajiv here from Financial Hub India. So in today's session, I'll be talking about some stages of your live trading account. Now, this can be applied in your live trading account as well as can be applied in your demo trading account. There are different stages of your trading account as well. There is a paper trading account. There is a simulations, and there is a live trading account, right? So anyhow, we'll talk about that later on. But here, let us talk about irrespective of you are doing on paper trade, just to practice your trading skill, or you're going for a live trading account. I think these are the three stages you should be keeping focus with. Financial Hub India, I have seen a lot of students actually. 90% case scenarios, all the students, all the new people, or maybe they've been struggling for last 5 to 10 years, maybe. So those guys, when they learn a new strategy or they learn the market, for example, then the first thing their focus goes to how do I make money on from day one, all right? So that's a wrong approach actually, because if I'm learning cricket or I'm learning football, then definitely on day one, my target should not be how I just go and do a goal, or how I just hit the ground and play six sixes in six balls, or how do I hit a century on my first match, right? So if I think that way, that's a wrong way to think about it. And once you start thinking that way, actually you are going far away from profiting in the market. Actually, your range to reach the profit target is really getting far and far away because of your mindset. So I have taken an example of swimming class. So if you go for a swimming class, then your first target should not be okay, how to do different techniques of swimming and how to swim like a professional right after 20 days of sessions, 20 days of learning. Or maybe on day one I start learning swimming, and I need to be swimming like a person who is swimming for last 10 years, right? So you can't think that way. So the first mistake we do is we always think about how much money I'm gonna make on my capital, how much return I'm gonna make, right? As a trader, whether you complete a course from someone, or maybe you learned it from yourself, and then you put some real money in the account, and the first thing your mind triggers is, okay, how much I'm gonna make this month, how much I'm gonna make in next 3 months. So what I want is that you will have to stop that kind of thought process for to get the right kind of mindset for a long-term successful trading career. So the first thing, you'll have to minimize your losses, right? So before you come to a live account, I always want you to go through a lot of demo trading account, a lot of paper trading account, right? And when you do a lot of paper trades, then you actually come to know a lot of things, where the mistakes you are doing and how much money you are losing, within how many trades you are blowing the account, all those things. But you don't take it seriously. Most of the traders in a paper trade or demo trade account, they don't take it seriously in the initial phases, and that thing happened with me as well. But later on, when you understand the importance of that part, irrespective of what strategy you follow, then automatically you'll come to that part. You'll start taking those things seriously, and you'll start doing paper trade honestly, because that's the first foundation of your starting career, of a starting trading career there. So the first intention for your live trading account will have to be not losing more than a certain amount or percentage of your capital. So let's say you start with 50,000, and you say, okay, I'm gonna risk 25,000 in this account. Now your target would be, you are not losing more than 25,000. Now there are some other things like that's a part of the trading plan. So maybe in a trading plan video, we'll talk about that. So when you say I'm not going to lose more than 25,000 in this account, then you need to decide within how many trades you're going to lose 25,000. So in the first stage of your live trading account, your focus cannot be on making money. No, your focus will be within how many trades I'm going to lose this account. All right. So since most of the time you'll be losing the account. And that's the reason, if you just have 50,000, don't just start trading with 50,000. Then you start trading with 10,000. You will have to divide that trading account in different 3 to 4 parts, so that you can go through all these stages and you can build yourself as a trader, right? So, but what do you do generally? General people, they're like, they just have 20,000 in their pocket and they just put it, they start trading, they lose the money, and then they get demotivated, and the market kicks them out of the market for the forever, because they don't think about some progressional method of reaching a particular trading carrier peak point, you know. So if I'm saying 25,000 is my risk amount, and I'm gonna lose this 25,000 on my next 50 trades, that's a big thing. I mean, losing 25,000 in 2 trades or 5 trades or 10 trades versus losing 25,000 in 50 trades, it matters a lot. When you lose 25,000 in 50 trades, you have done 50 trades. And when you will be losing 25,000 in 50 trades, when you'll be losing 50 trades back to back. So you'll have to count, okay, to lose 25,000 in 50 trades, how much money I'm going to risk per trade. Because here in the first stage of your trading career, you are not focusing on profits. You are not focusing on losing as such, even though you're losing. The only purpose is through this losing process, you will get to know your emotions. You will get to know your mindset on your real money, and on which you're supposed to work to go up or to go towards upside from here. Right, so this is a learning process you're going through, and most of the time you don't end up, you know, if you're really performing it in 50 trades for 25,000, then you are not going to lose it. Actually, most of the time you are going to almost, you know, maybe it's down for 15,000 and you're coming up for 5,000 and you're coming down. So that's how actually you'll be floating for at least 3 to 6 months, and that's a big thing. I mean, you will spend 6 months on a 50,000 account just to lose 25,000 and completed 50 trades. Out of those 50 trades, there will be mistakes. There will be emotional. There will be different areas of mistakes you'll be seeing. Emotional mistakes. There will be money management mistakes. There will be trading plan execution mistakes, and that's the goal. Actually, that's what we want to see. And we want to, till the time we are not getting those areas of weakness, how can I improve on those areas, right? So I want you to fix a daily how much you're gonna lose in that 25,000. Weekly how much you're gonna lose. Monthly how much you're gonna lose. Maybe in a broad video I can discuss that daily you should be going for this much, and weekly this much, monthly this much. So, and through this process you are supposed to find out the mistakes what I talked about. All right. So once you have done it, maybe 2 months or 3 months or 4 months, and you see that okay, I lost 25,000 finally after 50 set number of trades, and I was able to risk this much amount per trade basis, right? So it becomes so much actually. It's I think it's 250 rupees per trade you'll have to risk if you want to lose 25,000, right? So I don't know. I mean, you do the math over there. Now the second stage comes in where it's about floating on the cost. Because see, when you're going through this first stage of trading, this minimizing losses, most of the time you'll be blowing that 25,000 just because your mistakes, just because you didn't complete 50 trades, you didn't follow the plan. What plan? The plan I'm talking about, how to go through how to go through this first stage. Most of the time that will happen, but most of the time if you just follow the process of 50 trades, right plans, right trading strategy, everything is right over there, you're not going to lose it. You will be standing maybe after 3 months point of time, you will be standing almost a break-even scenario. It will be the scenario almost, or maybe a 5 to 10% losses, because you'll be, if you're following, in the sense, if you're following the trading plan properly, if you have the risk and reward ratios, and so you have a lot of things in trading plan. Okay, we'll cover that in another video. So once you do that, then you will be seeing you're floating around 5 to 15% loss at the max, not more than that. All right, and the second stage, but what the benefit is that in that 50 trades process, and it's not really gonna be 50 trades because there will be profitable trades as well. So 50 trades, losing trades I'm talking about, plus there will be a lot of profitable trades. So think about it, in those 25,000, how many, so many trades you are just going through, you're experiencing so many trades, you're experiencing the market, the price actions, or whatever strategy you're doing, you're experiencing in so many trades, actually you're going through it. That will teach you a lot of lessons on your real money account. Now the second stage comes in where where you know that, okay, now I have a control that if tomorrow, if I'm starting with 10 lakhs and I have a risk of 2 lakhs, then I know how to lose those 2 lakhs. This is a greater skill, I'm telling you. You must be saying why I'm just talking about loss, but that's the way you'll have to enter it, to kill it. So once you have 10 lakhs and you invest 2 lakhs and you're very much confident now that, okay, I'm not gonna 2 lakhs that much easily right now, and I know how to lose these 2 lakhs, and I will be losing these 2 lakhs when I start performing at my worst situation. So what I mean by worst situation, generally, if I feel like, okay, my worst situation is hitting the stop loss for 10 times, then I go for 30 times. I go for 30 times. So till the time I'm not doing a worst performance of 3 times what I generally do, I'm not really losing an account. And when I perform 3 times of my worst performance, then obviously I don't feel like I'm eligible to be in that trading account anymore. There were some problems going on in me in that scenario, and I'll have to dig out and I'll have to find it out and have to get a solution on that, isn't it? Now, second, floating on the cost. Floating on the cost is when you will start trying not to make money here. See, on the first stage, you have been trying about not to lose money. Not to. On the first stage, you have been talking about how to lose money in a fixed number of trades, a particular amount. And in second stage, we talk about how not to, how not to make money as well as lose money, both the thing. All right. So we are trying to float on this account on the second stage. So our focus will be mostly doing the trades right, doing the money management right, doing the psychology right, doing the mindset, fixing the mindset in the right way. So that's our main focus on this stage. We are not focusing on, okay, let's make money now. Since we stopped, we know how to get a control of our losing, now let's start making money. No, that's not a game. So this similarly as when you start swimming, and on the first stage of swimming, generally, since you don't know how to stand on the water, how to float on the water, so generally you go for a drowning stage most of the time. And when you drown, then at that time basically you're getting panic, and that will take you more deeper into the water. So you should be trying to get a control of that panic situation and getting some stability when you're drowning, and then trying to get calm down, and trying to get up. And it's very easy actually to trying to get up from a deeper layer in the water if you're patient, and if you're not getting panic in there. And in the second stage of swimming is you try to hold on the water. You just try to float on the water. You learn how to float on the water. So that floating thing we'll have to do in our trading account. We just want to be in break even. We just don't want to lose. Even if you're losing the account, it should not be more than 5 to 10% you're trying, But most of the time, out of 100 days, or out of 100 days, 80% or 70 to 80% of the days we are floating up, and maybe 20% day we are going down. In the first stage, the opposite was there. Maybe 80% of the day you are down, but you are not blowing the account. But in the second stage, 80% of the day you are now up, but you are not making money as such. That's okay. At least you are floating now. You are on stage 2 now. All right. And in this stage, you will start trying to correct your mindset, whatever the problems are happening, correct your emotions, and trying to execute the best trades possible. Wherever you see the best trades, there will no a trade where you don't see any complaint can talk about. You just take those trades, play the best trades, learn to play the best trades of yours. That's it. No confusions of the trades. You should not be saying, okay, after execution of a trade, you should not be saying, oh, why I did that. There was a problem here. There was a problem here. There was a problem here. No. So you'll have to go through. You'll have to overcome that stage that you execute a trade and you're very much confident. You feel very much okay with it. And right after execution of the trade, you hit the stop loss or the target. You don't have a complaint on that trade. That, okay, this area I should not be done there, that area should not be done. No. Initially it will be there, but eventually you'll have to cross that. And then the last stage is the final layer when you will start now really making money. It's now the way out is towards upside now only. There is no downside from here, right? Like in swimming, once you know how to float now, you're not drowning now. Now you can go deep in the water and you can learn different techniques. You can explore your swimming things. You can explore with your body. You can explore the water. You can go into the deep sea. You know, now everything is fine for you. But you're not supposed to do that on day one. You'll be hurting yourself in that scenario. And that's what we do as a trader on day one. And we blow the account. So in this third stage, now your focus will have to be how much consistently I can make returns in the market, and how on a day-to-day basis I can implement some ideas and I can make my trading plan a better one on a day-to-day basis, on an everyday basis. All right, now from here the journey starts with an exploration. As a trader, you explore the market in different ways. You explore the market with different strategies. Maybe you explore the market with your own mindset and thought process. You know, you can start playing with the stop losses now. Maybe on first and obviously on first and second stages, your stop loss will have to be broader. But in third stage, since you have gone through so many trades so far, so many experiences so far, now you can play with the stop losses. You can go for a tighter stop loss. You can go for trade management, the trailing stop losses. Your trailing stop losses will be now a better one. You can start improving those trailing stop losses concepts, whatever you are following. You know, you can go for a targeting. Your targeting methods can be now a better one. You can explore that one. You can start analyzing your targeting methods, how to make it better one, how to make a pyramiding. You can try now, you know, accumulation things. So those things will come later on, not in first and second stages. First and second stage is all about analyzing your emotions, your control on the market. And third stage is all about now let's play with the market. Let's explore the charts, you know, in your own way in there, because now you got the control over there. All right. So hopefully this video should be helping you in terms of the money management and in terms of the life account. And I'll see you guys on the next video. All right. Thank you.